it's Vicky from Free From Limits, and I am here again today to pose you another question to have a think about. So today's question is, what makes you happy? So kind of along the similar lines as last week when we looked at a few things around what makes you scared or what scares you. So today, what makes you happy? Now I'm guessing, if you're anything like me, that you will say something like, I don't know, for me it was the sea, it was spending time with my family, travelling, going on holiday, reading, listening to music. Those would have been my typical answers, I guess, about what makes me happy. And then I saw something different when I was kind of shown what actually makes us happy, I guess. And that's what I want to explore with you today, because it's a complete game changer. And I'm not asking you to take anything I say directly. I don't want you to think that I'm telling you something that you have to believe. This is for you to explore for yourself. So I posed a question, and I have been posing questions for the last few days to get you to just have a think about how life works for you. So happiness, it's kind of the thing that we all want, I guess, as humans, ultimately. So we might want to get a good job and earn lots of money. But if you dig down into why you want those things, the ultimate answer is generally because I want to be happy. So when I have X amount of money, then I'll be happy. When I get to this level in my job, then I'll be happy. When I can buy X car, I'll be happy. So we are always looking outside of us for things to make us happy. We are all brought up to consider that it's things outside of us that will make us happy. So as I say, that when we get to a certain amount of money, or when we have our own house, or they're all ultimately, all we are ultimately searching for is happiness. And again, like I say, don't take that as me telling you something, but I'd love you to explore that for yourself. Why is it that you want to reach 5,000 followers on Facebook if you've got a business, for example? What is it that will do for you? And when we really dig down into what it is that those goals we have will do for us, it's generally to make us happy. But I'd also love you to consider, how does it, okay, so let's have a look at something that's happened for you before. So you've had something that you thought would make you happy. So maybe you went shopping and you bought a new dress, or you bought a new pair of trousers or a new shirt. And that, when you were able to buy that, it made you feel happy. You felt happy getting that thing. And maybe for a week or two or a month or a few months, that purchase made you feel happy. And then inevitably your mind will have moved on to the next thing that will make you happy. So perhaps that's a new pair of shoes. Like, that's the thing that will make you happy. And I'd love you to see that there's never an end to that. Like, when we look outside of ourselves for happiness, when we believe that happiness comes from the things outside of us, there's never an end. We're never going to reach happiness. We're never going to find it, because it's elusive. We're always going to search. Our separate self, our ego, whatever you want to call it, is like a constant searching missile. It's never going to be satisfied. So in my own experience, I had goals, targets to reach certain levels for my business in social media, in followers, in income, in all kinds of areas. And I'd reached those goals, and I hadn't even like before I'd even got to them, they'd moved. Like they weren't good enough anymore. Other people were doing, you know, they had twice as many followers as I had, or their income was twice as much as mine, and they were doing the same thing. So my mind would immediately go towards, okay, I need that in order to. So I just want you to see in your life what you need in order to be happy, or what it is that you think you need in order to be happy. And to see that goal that you have now, when you reach it, will more than likely not sustain happiness. And so here's the thing. Happiness does not come from anything outside of us. It cannot be found outside of us. Happiness can only be found right here, right now, in this moment. It's something that's within us. It's not an external thing. And when we realise that, when we see that for ourselves, that in this very moment, right here, right now, without the thinking that we need X, Y, and Z in order to be happy, then that is where happiness is. So I just kind of want you to play around with that a little bit and see how that sits with you. And it was kind of, I'll tell you why I wanted to talk about it today. And that was because, again, on the way to school, I was listening to the radio, on the way to dropping the kids to school, not me going to school. Was listening to the radio, and the DJ was talking about something, and then he said, and we've got nothing else to look forward to. And, oh, low battery, sorry. And it made me realise that it's a really sad place to be if we believe that happiness or having something to look forward to is having a holiday booked, or being able to hug our friends and family. Like at the moment, those things we can't do. And if we believe our happiness is tied up with having those things, then right now we're going to be suffering and struggling. But if we can see that that's not where happiness comes from, then we're free. And for me, in my experience, like I see much more that my happiness is not dependent on the things outside of me. So I'm not going to ramble on anymore. That's quite a long one. But just have a little explore of that in your own experience. And if you've got any questions or comments, then please drop them below, or email me, or direct message me, however you want to contact me, and I will do my best to answer them. Until tomorrow, bye.